Hey guys, I hope you're having a good morning. This video is narcissism and your boundaries. Narcissists love crossing boundaries. They will go far and beyond to keep testing your strength and value. They don't feel rules apply to them. They feel that they are above the law. They feel inferior and untouchable. They will go as far as you allow them. Set your boundaries because they will try to break the boundary fence down. They will try to dig under the fence, look over it. They keep trying to climb the fence. They will peek through the fence. They will drill holes to spy through the fence. Whatever fence that you build around yourself, they're going to try to break it down and get any little piece through there if they can, if you allow it. Obviously, the fence is a metaphor, but you need to build boundaries to protect yourself. But you tell them no, and they still try you no matter what. You can tell them no, you set these rules up, you set these boundaries, and they feel it doesn't apply to them. And they test you to see how serious you are. They don't take you seriously. They will stop trying to do the things that you tell them to stop. They will not stop. They will keep doing the things over and over. They retaliate in some shape or form. They try to get revenge against you. They become aggressive against you. They will try to contact you, whether hours, days, weeks, years later, through some sort of contact. Even if you've blocked them completely, they will try in some shape, some form to get to you in some way, to try to contact you, just to breadcrumb you, to bait you, to upset you, some way that they will try. They will try to get. I had mine send gifts. One of my ex-friends, female friends. I cut myself off completely. I didn't feel that I was safe around her, the way that she was acting. Continuously, would lie over and over. And I just cut the friendship off right off the bat. Therefore, she sent gifts because I blocked her in several ways. She would send my kids gifts. She would send myself gifts. And I had to contact her and say, if you don't stop, I will get an injunction. I will get a police protection order. So far, she's stopped. But if not, I will have to continue, just like with any other exes. In the past, I've had them send me all sorts of gifts in the mail when I won't return their calls. And if I don't speak with them, I've had them try to follow me to stores just so they could get a reaction or some kind of contact from me. Whether I looked over at them or I said, "What are you doing? Why are you following me?" Some kind of reaction that they get, that's what they want to get out of you. They want to make you upset. They want to make you worry or stress. They want to make you go against your own rules. They want to push your boundaries, and you can set this boundary up as much as you can. Sometimes they will not stay away from you, and therefore, if that's the case, you're going to have to go further, and you get the help from the courts to be protected. So they can't stand being told what to do or having to listen to rules to obey. They like to enforce rules instead of abiding by them. I still get random texts from different exes. The other ones I've blocked. My daughter's father, actually, his name's stored in my phone as X Narcissist. Long story short, he picked her up the other night. She runs out to the driveway. He picks her up. They go through the drive-thru to grab something to eat. maybe 35 minutes, if give or take, drops her back off. That's it. I don't talk to him. I don't see him whatsoever because I don't want to. All of a sudden, I get a text on my phone because the reason why he's unblocked on there is because sometimes my daughter's phone is not always charged. So she uses my phone and vice versa. But if he gets way out of line, I will block him. So anyways, I get a text on there out of the blue saying, I would have bought you a pot pie to eat, but my daughter says you were being a bad girl. Something on the lines of that. I screenshot it. It's in my phone. So anyways, I screenshot these creepy out of the blue texts, these random texts that go against my boundaries because he knows I don't want to be contacted unless it's about my daughter. So therefore you might say, oh, that comment, what does that mean? That's just something simple. No, he was trying to get me to engage against my rules of no contact unless it's emergency about our daughter. So he was trying to get me to react and engage. He was also trying to devalue me as calling me a bad girl when I'm a 38-year-old woman. So in a weird, sick, twisted way, it was like baiting and a downgrade at the same time. Had no reason whatsoever to text me that at all, other than to try to get me to react, get me to respond, get me upset, try to put me down, to say, oh, I didn't get your food because you've been a bad girl. I didn't want your food. I never asked you to get me food. And for someone that's almost 60, is calling someone a bad girl and still wants a rise in reaction and my attention. Wow. And I didn't respond. So, and I'm not going to. I mean, that really, something like that, that's crazy. What is that? You're that hungry for attention, you're not going to get it from me. So, and a message depending on if there's any of the ex-narcissist family or friends that are watching my channel, or even the narcissists themselves, possibly. I hope you're grabbing a big bag of popcorn, pulling up a chair, because I'm here to stay. I'm here to speak the truth. I'm here to raise awareness for the people that are scared, for the people that are crying and depressed, that are confused and have been beaten down, who have the broken wings, that don't know how to fly at this time, but they can fly again. I'm here to not be silenced. I'm here to speak about these problems, this abuse, this verbal and physical abuse that happens every day and night in our world, from men and women across this world that are taking these decent, innocent, loving, caring people and trying to destroy them. So if you're watching and you're one of those ex-narcissists that knows me, or a family friend of theirs, or anything else, welcome, because I'm here to speak the truth and help people. And I really hope I'm helping people to be aware, to know that you don't have to stay in that abuse. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to take it. You set your boundaries up. And again, if they go past the boundaries, you go to the courts, you go to the police, and you do what you do to set those boundaries for yourself. Because the way that you're going to be able to stay healthy, mentally and physically, and to stay safe, is to set those boundaries up. It's like a barricade. It's like a moat around a castle. And why did they put the moat around castles? To stay safe from the other intruders, the criminals, the thieves, the other people that would come to try to take over that castle, to try to infiltrate and steal from them, right? Why would boats have cannons to protect? They would protect themselves in some shape or form. You have to protect yourself by setting that fence, that boundary. And once they step past it, by verbal abuse, by physical abuse, any means necessary, you are going to have to reinforce and make that boundary stronger, because they will keep trying to shoot through there with their cannons, with their words, with the different little tactics. And then you keep building it and making it stronger to where they cannot get through there whatsoever. They cannot get to you. So, let's see, other than that, I think just other than for your mental, like I said, your mental and physical well-being, for your safety, I mean, you have to just stand firm. I mean, if they don't listen to the rules, they don't want to listen to and respect to, they didn't respect you in the beginning. They're not going to respect you in the end. So they're not going to take you seriously. They're going to think, I don't have to excuse me, that doesn't abide by me. I'm not scared of you, you little peon. They think they're higher than you, oh, you set boundaries now, did you? You have like, you have value in yourself now. You think more highly of yourself. You have more respect for yourself. Yes, I do. Yep. I have more respect. And I didn't in the past. And I allowed you to walk all over me like a mat and try to destroy me and try to put out my flame. But I have this flame. It was so small, almost going out, because that's what they like doing. They like trying to go so far as to snuff you out completely. They will put your flame out if they can. But eventually that flame will just keep rising higher and higher and get brighter and brighter once you go and get past them and stay away from them. You build the strong boundary fence, the moat, fill it with gators, right? Crocodiles, anything that will keep you safe, right? Years ago, I was told to see a therapist from the narcissist mother, which I do believe she was a narcissist, and she still is herself, actually. Thank God I don't have to be around those people. So they pretty much blame shifted me and into getting me to go to therapy, that I was the problem. And so, as broken down as I was, this was probably about 7-8 years ago, I said, okay, sure, I'll, try anything to be better. So I went along with it, and I went to see the therapist, I believe 3 times. She was very sweet, very professional, very nice. That was the last time I went. Why? Because the woman said, why are you here? Because you know that he should be here instead, that he should be in your place sitting here, not you, that his mother should be here and not you. She said, you're more than welcome to come here as many times as you'd like, but she is actually the one that told me about how my flame was almost snuffed out. And that narcissist was trying so hard to put my flame out, but I was still fighting and still trying to live. And she says she can see just that little bit still fighting. And she says, again, you're welcome to come here as long as you want, but you know that you're not the problem. It's them. And the light bulb went off. Boom. And I said, oh my goodness, thank you. You are correct. And that's where the journey began, where I was like, you know what? I will not take the abuse. I will not hear the verbal. I will not take the physical abuse anymore. So I'm not going to do it. So, and I love you guys. Stay strong. Keep that moat, that boundary in place. Okay. Secure it at all costs. All right. Love you guys. Stay strong.